Hello everyone, myself Prayag Patel, working as assistant professor in IT ICT department of LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology. Now in today's video lecture, I will start the new chapter, unit number 3, divide and conquer algorithm. Now in unit number 3, first in this lecture we discuss about the introduction of divide and conquer algorithm and forward substitution method for solve the recurrence equation. Now consider the next as a topics to be covered in this chapter, means in divide and conquer algorithm chapter we cover the following topics. First one is introduction of divide and conquer algorithm or divide and conquer technique. Second, consider as a recurrence and difference method to solve the recurrence equation. Third, consider the problem solving using divide and conquer algorithm. So following 7 problem can be solved using the divide and conquer technique. So first problem is multiplying large integer problem, then binary search, then merge sort, then quick sort, then max min problem, maximum and minimum problem, then matrix multiplication and exponential. So these 7 problem can be solved using the divide and conquer technique. Now first topic is introduction of divide and conquer technique. So how divide and conquer technique will work, we understand using this. Here consider the many useful algorithms are recursive in structure or in nature. To solve a given problem, they call themselves recursively one or more times. So for solve the recurrence problem or recurrence equation, you call the same process or same code for multiple times, so call the recurrence call. This algorithm typically follow the divide and conquer approach. So divide and conquer is a top-down approach for solving any problem. So initially you consider the problem, then divide the problem. Means you can consider the top-down approach for solve the divide and conquer problems. First, consider the how divide and conquer algorithm will work. So in divide and conquer technique, divide and conquer approach involves the 3 steps at each level of the recurrence. So in recursion, we consider the following 3 steps for solving the problem. First step is divide. Now what is the divide? Divide means break the problem into the several subproblems that are similar to the original problem but smaller in size. So first step is divide the problem into the subproblem. Second step, consider as a conquer. Conquer means solve the subproblems recursively if the subproblems size are smaller enough. Just solve the subproblems in a straightforward manner. So after dividing the problem, you can consider the conquer step. Means parallelly you can solve the subproblems, and concurrently you solve the subproblems. Now third step is combine. Combine means after solving the problem concurrently, you can combine the solution of all the subproblems. So your third step consider as a combine these solutions to create a solution of the original problem. So in divide and conquer technique, you follow these 3 steps for solving the problem. First divide the problem into subproblem, then parallelly solve the subproblems, means conquer solution of the subproblems, and third step is combine the result of all the subproblems. Now understand this thing using this figure. Now first consider the problem. Problem means your given task is considered as a problem. Now given problem is divided into subproblems, is called the divide step. So in divide step you consider the subproblem 1, subproblem 2 or 2 subproblems like this. Now after the subproblem step, next step is conquer. Conquer means parallelly you can solve the subproblems. So here consider the subproblem 1 and solve the subproblem 1. Second, consider the subproblem 2 and solve the subproblem 2 concurrently. So this step consider as a conquer step. Now after the conquer step, third step is combine step. So after solving the subproblem 1 and subproblem 2, you can combine these 2 subproblems result. So combine step consider the solution of the original problem. So this is a simple way or simple strategy for solving any problem using divide and conquer algorithm. Now consider the next topic as a recurrence equation. A recurrence is a recursive descriptions of a function or a description of a function in term of itself. mean function call itself is called the recurrence or recursion. Many algorithms, means divide and conquer algorithms, are recursive in nature. So mostly divide and conquer algorithms are work according to recurrence or recursive nature. So you can solve the divide and conquer algorithm using the recurrence equation method. Recurrence equation is an equation that defines a sequence of recursively. So here consider the one example of recurrence equation. Recurrence equation is normally in following form. Here consider the two step. Step number 1 as a t of n equal to t of n minus 1 plus 1 plus n. So here consider the first as a for condition as a for n greater than 0. This step consider as a recurrence relation. In recurrence equation there are two steps. First step consider as a recurrence relation, and second step t of 0 equal to 0 consider as a initial condition. So in recurrence equation we have a two term. First term is recurrence relation and second term is initial condition. Now what is recurrence relation? In recurrence relation we have considered the one equation like t of n equal to t of n minus 1. So in this term t consider as a recurrence form. So t of n equal to t of n minus 1. So second time you call the function t of n minus 1 recursively. That's why consider this equation as a recurrence equation. And plus n consider as a constant. For n value we can consider the value of n greater than 0. Means in place of n we consider the value as a 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 like this. So this is a recurrence equation. Now how recurrence equation can be solved? For that we consider the methods to solve the recurrence equation. So here consider the first method for solve the recurrence equation as a substitution method. In substitution method there are two sub methods. First one is forward substitution and second one is backward substitution method. So here consider the one by one method. Now second method is master's method and third method is recurrence tree method for solve the recurrence equation or recurrence relation. Now consider the some equations for solve the recurrence relation. So summation formula and rule used in efficiency analysis. So first equation consider as a sigma I equal to 1 to n1. So we can say that n number or n time we can addition or perform the addition of number 1. So 1 plus 1 plus 1 up to n time 1. So total of this number consider as a n according to first formula. Sigma I equal to 1 to n 1 equal to n. Now consider the second formula. In second formula consider the sigma I equal to 1 to n I. So here put the value of I and consider the your sequence or pattern like 1 plus 2 plus 3 up to plus n, because here put the value of I as a your value from 1 to n. So 1 plus 2 plus 3 up to n, and total consider as a n plus 1 divided by 2. Now consider the third equation sigma I equal to 1 to n ai plus or minus bi. Now you can apply the sigma in both the term ai and bi. Then consider the sigma I equal to 1 to n ai plus or minus sigma I equal to 1 to n bi. Fourth equation sigma I equal to 1 to n c ai equal to, we can consider c as a constant. So consider c sigma I equal to 1 to n a of I. And last equation is sigma I equal to k to n 1 equal to n minus k plus 1. Means here we consider the upper limit minus lower limit plus 1. So here upper limit as a n minus lower limit as a k and plus 1 consider for the last equation. Now in this substitution method or all the method for solve the recurrence equation, first we consider the first method of the recurrence method or solve the recurrence equation method as a forward substitution method. Now consider first what is the substitution method. In substitution method we make a guess for the solution and then we use the mathematical induction to prove that guess pattern is correct or incorrect. So two method for substitution purpose we consider first as a forward substitution method and second one as a backward substitution method. Now consider the first method as a forward substitution method. In forward substitution method, one of the simplest method for solving the simple recurrence relation is considered as a forward substitution method. Steps for forward substitution methods. For solving the any problem using forward substitution method, you can follow this step. Step number 1, take the recurrence equation and initial condition. Now second step, put the initial condition in equation and look for the pattern. We solve the recurrence relation for n equal to 0, n equal to 1, 2, 3 up to n until we see a pattern. So initially you consider the given initial condition and equation and you put the value of n as a 0, 1, 2, 3 up to n and consider or find the sum pattern. Now third step is guess the pattern, and fourth step is prove that guess pattern is correct by using the induction method. Now understand this forward substitution method using one example. Here consider the example number 1. Consider a recurrence relation T of n equal to T of n minus 1 plus n and T of 0 equal to 0. In this recurrence relation, first consider the T of n equal to T of n minus 1 plus n as a recurrence relation and T of 0 equal to 0 as an initial condition. Now first step is take the recurrence equation and initial condition. So already given two things are there, recurrence relation and initial condition. So consider T of n equal to T of n minus 1 plus n and T of 0 equal to 0. Now step number 2. Put the initial condition in equation and look for the pattern. So here put the value of n equal to 1, 2, 3 up to n and consider the sum pattern according to this. So if we put the value of n equal to 1, then T of n equal to T of n minus 1 plus n. According to this equation, we consider the T of 1 as a T of 1 minus 1 plus 1. So T of 1 equal to 1. Now put the value equal to 2. So T of 2 equal to T of 2 minus 1 means T of 1 plus 2 equal to 1 plus 2 equal to 3. Now n equal to 3, then T of 3 equal to T of 3 minus 1 plus 3 equal to T of 2 plus 3 equal to 3 plus 3 equal to 6. According to this, we can find the value of n equal to 4. Then T of 4 equal to 6 plus 4 equal to 10. So your answer is like 1, 3, 6 and 10 for the given value 1, 2, 3, 4. Using this table, you can consider the sum pattern or guess the pattern for the given data. So here step number 3 is guess the pattern from your table. So by observing the above generated equation, we can derive a formula T of n equal to n plus 1 divided by 2. If we put the value of n as a 1, then answer considered as a 1. If we put the value equal to 2, then answer considered as a 3, like this. So this is a common formula for our previous example. So n plus 1 divided by 2. Solve this recurrence relation, then we consider n square plus n divided by 2. So n square by 2 plus n by 2. So from this we consider the complexity as a n square. Now step number 4. Prove that the guess pattern is correct. So here consider the table, and according to this table we can solve or prove that guess pattern is correct. If we consider value of n equal to 1, then put the value of n equal to 1 in our equation, common equation T of n equal to n plus 1 divided by 2. So answer equal to 1. If we put value equal to 2, then T of 2 equal to 3. If we put the value equal to 3, n equal to 3, then T of 3 equal to 6. If we put n equal to 4, then T of 4 equal to 10. So according to this table, we consider our answer is correct, or our common formula T of n equal to n plus 1 divided by 2 is correct. So according to this first step, we consider that our final answer or complexity T of n equal to big O of n square for our given example. Now consider the another example for the forward substitution method. Same way you can solve this example. Now first consider T of n equal to T of n minus 1 plus 1 as a recurrence relation and T of 0 equal to 0 as an initial condition. Step number 1 is take a recurrence equation and initial condition as it is. So this is a simple step for step number 1. Now step number 2. Put the initial condition in equation and look for the pattern. So put the value of n equal to 1, then T of 1 equal to 1. If we put the n equal to 2, then T of 2 equal to 2. If we put n equal to 3, then T of 3 equal to 3. If we put n equal to 4, then T of 4 equal to 4. So according to this, you can find the value as a 1, 2, 3, 4 for your given data 1, 2, 3, 4. Now step number 3 is guess the pattern according to your previous table. By observing the above generated equations, we can derive a formula T of n equal to n, because if we put the value equal to 1, then answer equal to 1. If we put value equal to 2, then answer equal to 2, then 3, then 3, 4, 4, like this. So our final formula is simply n, not n plus 1 divided by 2, like this. So now last step is prove that guess pattern is correct. So here consider the value of n as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and T of n equal to equation like n. So put the n equal to 1, then answer equal to 1. If n equal to 2, then T of 2 equal to 2. If n equal to 3, then T of 3 equal to 3. If n equal to 4, then T of 4 equal to 4. So according to this table, we can derive that our final answer or complexity consider as a big O of n. For the our given example, T of n equal to T of n minus 1 plus 1. So this is a simple forward substitution method for find the recurrence equation solution. So in today's video lecture, I will discuss about all the components of the divide and conquer technique, how many technique we will discuss in our next video lecture, and also first method of the solve the recurrence equation is a forward substitution method. Thank you for watching this video.